qualification. It's all got a bit tight, hasn't it, Grell, at the top of the table? Who are you going for?
To get something out of the game for sure. I don't see a scenario where Juventus lose the game, though.
Poor form, 3 losses in the last 5. Milan's attack. Better run of form out wide. Conceição, very tricky player. Sometimes has then put it down in the last few months, but certainly not.
Guidance on rules-based questions as we're underway from Zancito in this. Cambiaso short, Locatelli and Conceição. Between these two clubs ended a goalless draw earlier this season. 3 of the last 4 City have beat.
Everything has been forced out wide.
Strong challenge in there from Rabiot.
And Pulišić had a really tough 2026 compared to...
Really from 8 on down, I guess you can say, in the table. Who's one of the vulnerabilities they've had for some time. Just one goal kick there from Fofana in space opening up. Fofana firing it towards the near post and nowhere near troubling Di Gregorio.
Yeah, Fofana here should have really passed. And look at Salamakers, he wanted the pullback.
Di Gregorio lifting forward, but that one always... There is no yellow card there.
Yeah, and that's what several players were asking for on that leg.
McKennie, an awkward touch from Bartesaghi. Happy to have him back in the starting 11. They've only lost 1 game among the games that he started. Salamakers wasn't too happy about the contact there from Cambiaso. Now he's
the McKennie. That's why he keeps finding room with...
We'll just have to lift in towards that area and towards that back post. No, started all but 1 game in the league. Kalulu is the target of that ball. Gambia playing with Rabiot.
Oh, it's a late challenge from Locatelli right after Rabiot released.
Well handled there between him and Kalulu. Canada international disposition. Tomori getting forward towards Pulišić, and it was accredited last week to have been subbed off against Verona. Have to make nice. Salamakers low, Fofana helping it on, but Leão. Locatelli looking towards that back post and lifting towards Kelly.
Stepped right in front of them. It's almost too easy there, the way he was able to dispossess the Portuguese winger.
Free kick given is to Bartesaghi, too aggressive and trying to... Interchanging there with David, who will cut inside. Will slide in for Khéphren Thuram, who thinks about us. Salamakers slipped in towards Tomori, who fires it across. Boga delivering, and it was well won from Gambia in the air.
Slightly overhit.
Great touch there from David, and McKennie just sort of ran out of space. He ran out of ideas. He appeals there, signaling that he was hit in the face, and the refereeing out. Boga went flying beyond him, flipped it to David, who could get running forward. David engaging Gambia, who stuck an arm out and fouled him. Rabiot showing good patience, and Fofana didn't. Kelly getting in the way, going quickly. Lifting that big long ball to Leão. Champions League would be 5 points clear. Rabiot firing right at Di Gregorio, and it was struck with venom, and it was awkward. Leão cutting inside, Rafael Leão. Sailing at the moment of inspiration, does want to get inside, but is surrounded by 3 and 4.
Thuram wasn't on.
Have to find a way through. It's proven difficult for both sides as Boga takes off. They've built a base, a defensive...
It's really been to Milan's benefit.
Dozens and dozens of passes being completed. Left there by Boga for Khéphren. Wants McKennie to run. Chipped into that penalty area, won there by... But if you get onto your right every once in a while, create space. Locatelli, in his locker, will launch in. Bremer has to leap, and that one out, finding space. Shifting feet, Conceição, and turned in by Khéphren Thuram! Juve have the breakthrough!
The week after the derby last month.
Well beyond a couple, and threading a great idea, but Bartesaghi wasn't alert. And Thuram tripped up, and Conceição measured it well, gets beyond Bartesaghi. Conceição into the chest. And Pulišić
today, so decisive with his movement.
That one. Not quite enough. Modrić. Luka Modrić with a sliding block from Conceição.
On his own.
David couldn't squeeze it. Looking for an opener before the break. Conceição couldn't shape it beyond Mike Maignan, but did well to create the moment for himself. To Leão, returning for Salmakers, who chips in towards Pavlovic away from Locatelli. And Salmakers will just keep it in play. Tried the little dancing skill. Players lined up down the line. Actually 8 if I can do my maths correct, as we're underway with these either side and playing towards McKennie, who tried to get it back towards him. Jeremie Boga lifting across it, an awkward header there from Tomori, sent it further on its way. Header well won there from Kalulu, was nearly awkward there for Leão Bremer. Forward from Locatelli, delivering into that near post, and it takes a couple of deflections, and Modrić escaping.
Later in the season.
Salmakers lifting that towards that byline, a fantastically measured challenge there. Comes back to him, and he strikes right into the... Sal gets it back off Modrić. Challenge in, Locatelli with selection of Pavlovic. Conceição trying his luck in forcing the save there from Mike Maignan.
That was a good counter-attack.
Lifts that cross in and volleyed over from Fofana. Nowhere near the technique. Into Leão, and now Salmakers off the bar! Flowing move there from Milan, doesn't quite get its conclusion. Sort of definition of the cortomuso. Modrić slides in, David with purpose, the shove in from Gambia, not enough for a free kick in the judgment of Simone Sosa. And David held back. Conceição won it back and then was fouled. Salmakers lifting the ball towards that wide end, bending that cross in towards David, who got ahead to it. And it is a goal kick. He thought he got it to deflect off Gambia last, but it is off the Canadian and out for a goal. Driving beyond Pavlovic, whipping it across. McKennie just trying to help it on its way. Kelly bending the cross in and dealt with from Gambia. Hard to find against this Milan side. Bremer thinking about it. Does have a hit. Bremer struck that one well. Maignan really down to his right.
Yeah, he caught it with pace.
See from Cambiaso, who fires towards that near post and wasn't massively far away. Lifted that one just a bit too high.
Oh, it's one of those.
And behind for Rabiot, but that one well over hit. Stupinian, who tries to pull the shirt back. It was just enough.
Ball though from Locatelli.
Koopmeiners has it back. Koopmeiners takes aim. Stupinian was there and at least got something on it, but actually helps out Juve. Francisco Conceição running at Pavlovic and coming inside into Füllkrug. Juve have defended their penalty area. Modrić in towards Ricci. Now Salmakers can play and slide across, and well handled there by Di Gregorio.
Well, that's the kind of ball that Füllkrug thrives on. Just whip it into the ball.
And then Boga. Now Locatelli. Conceição. It's clear of those two teams. Lifted in. Koopmeiners to deliver the free kick and forces Maignan. Koopmeiners. David, great look at this stadium.